Hi guys, what is up? Circle Karen, aka cakedbybabyk, and welcome back to my channel. How is it already time for another empties installment? February flew by, okay? Flew. All right, there's gonna be no rhyme or reason. I'm just going to pull stuff out of the bag. First up is the Caudalie Vino Pure Cleanser, described as a purifying gel cleanser. And while I do agree that it is a gel cleanser, it has more of a runny consistency, more runny than I would like. What I wasn't expecting with this cleanser is that it has this tingly kind of cooling effect to your face. And because of that, I thought it was going to be a little bit more harsh, especially for Nate's face, because again, Nate has eczema. I feel like I talk about this in every single fucking video. He liked this. It didn't aggravate his eczema or his skin because he has very sensitive skin, but he also didn't love it. And that's kind of how I feel about this one too. Like, it was good, it wasn't great. There are definitely other cleansers that I would prefer to use over this one. One of the main ingredient callouts for this one though is salicylic acid, so if you are sensitive to that, maybe stay away from this one. Overall, I liked it enough to finish it. Don't think that I would use another tube of it, so I'm gonna give it a 2.5. Next up is the Naturium Glow Getter Body Wash. I'm not gonna stay here for too long. I feel like this is in every single one of my empties videos. Nate and I go through this like water. It is so good. Oil to gel formula, it lathers beautifully. It doesn't leave the skin dry or stripped. Moisturizing, but it doesn't really leave a film. I'm not gonna talk about this too much. Obviously, this is a 5 out of 5 because we keep on repurchasing it. For hair, we have the Fenty Hair Rich One shampoo and conditioner. Now, it's been a hot second since I've talked about this. I did do a full line review of the Fenty hair care collection. I will link that down below, and I believe in that video I said that the shampoo and conditioner were my most liked products out of the entire line. However, I don't know if it was the weather change or something, but this line just became a little bit too heavy for my hair. It's a little bit too hydrating to the point where even after I washed my hair, it still looked a little bit greasy. And I think it was because it was weighed down by the moisture and the hydration of this line. If you have dry and brittle hair, if you are not prone to an oily scalp, I think this could very much work for you. It's so interesting because for the first few months that I was using it, my hair loved this. And then towards the end, I was like, I had to fight to finish these. Gonna rate this a 2.5. If you guys are curious about my thoughts on the rest of the collection, I'll link that video down below. Okay, y'all, and I actually have some makeup empties in this video. I feel like most of my empties are always just skincare, hair care, body care, because it's just easier to finish those products. Like, those are the products that I use every day. I don't necessarily put on makeup every day. So when I finish a makeup product, you bet your bootsy. You bet your bootsy that it is the good shit, okay? The Rare Beauty Brow Gel. How many times has this been in an empties video? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? I don't know, probably. This is one of the best brow gels I have ever used. I have such stubborn brow hairs, and this has such a flexible hold, but it still is a strong enough hold to keep these babies in check for the entire day. This is one of those products that if I were to lose my entire makeup collection and I had to start from scratch, this would be the brow gel that I purchase. It is so good. I always have a backup. I keep that thing on me. 6 out of 5. All right, the next makeup item is the Sigma Spectrum Color Correcting Duo in the shade Light to Medium. I don't even know how long I've been using this because that is how long it has taken me to finish, because a little bit goes such a long way. I will be repurchasing this so I can use this on my wedding day. Like, that's how serious I am about this product. It is so good. It has a consistency that is thick, but it's not overly thick to where it feels heavy on your under eyes. It doesn't sink into your creases, your fine lines. I feel like I don't even need an eye cream with this product because I'll use this first and then I'll go in with a concealer. However, let it be known that I don't have dry under eyes. I feel like my under eyes are pretty normal. They don't really give me too much trouble, but this is just the perfect consistency. It's the perfect shade for my skin tone. I have pretty dark under eyes that I can never really get rid of. These color correctors have just the right amount of peachiness to cancel everything out, and it works well with every concealer that I have put on top of it. Once you set it down, I like to apply it with my fingers and just tap, tap, tap it in. Once you lay it down, it's not going anywhere. It's not mixing with whatever concealer you're putting on top of it. Truly such an underrated product. This is getting a 6 out of 5 as well. I need to repurchase this before my wedding. And speaking of wedding, this is also another makeup contender for the big day. This is the Lancome Ton Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. I am in the shade 320. Out of all my years of being a content creator and doing makeup on myself, I believe this is the 3rd tube that I've gone through. This has such a lightweight consistency, but it gives you that coverage. It is so long lasting, which is why it's such a top contender for my wedding day. It is truly so good, and it's marketed as an all over concealer. So sometimes I won't even use foundation. I'll just put the concealer like all over my face just for an easy makeup day. It is a hell yes from me, and it's also a 6 out of 5. All right, lastly, let's get into skincare. I have 4 items. The Inkey List Glycolic Acid Exfoliating Stick. If you struggle with any sort of ingrown hair on your body, she's gonna be for you. The packaging is like a deodorant, which makes it so easy to apply. It's very mess-free. It absorbs really, really quickly. Sometimes when I'm too lazy to put on a body lotion or a body butter with my hands, I'll just rub this all over my body. But the main use of this for moi is the bikini area. I'm very prone to ingrown hairs in the bikini area. Sorry if that's TMI, but this is so good for that. I also have friends that use it on their armpits. I stink too much for me to put this on my armpits. My pitties are reserved for deodorant only, but I do have friends that put this in their underarms, and they say that it helps with ingrown hairs there as well. Currently, I have another one of these in my travel bag, and I need to buy another one just for my at-home use. So 5 out of 5, this stuff. All right, this next one is a newer launch. This is the Glow Recipe Blackberry Retinol Blemish Serum. This is the first retinol product that I have finished, and it was kind of like my gateway into using retinol, and it kind of kicked my ass into gear when it came to using retinol consistently. I think I mentioned this in one of last month's videos when I was talking about new products that I have tried, but this really helped with kind of smoothing out the fine lines between my brows, because I'm always being a hater and like bunching them like this. And me being a hater was taking its toll, because those lines, they were becoming a little bit too permanent. And retinol is just one of those products where it's really going to help with texture, it's going to help with acne, it's going to help with fine lines and wrinkles. So when I started using this consistently, I noticed that those lines, they were dispersing. Once again, the face, she's back. And I know people have a gripe with Glow Recipe being a little bit too fruit forward. Sometimes the fragrance can be a little bit overwhelming. It can turn people off. But this one, it doesn't have a strong fruit scent to me. Yes, it kind of smells like blackberries, but it kind of dissipates after a while. So this is definitely one of the products from Glow Recipe that's going to be in my rotation. Now with retinol, you may know of the term purging, and that is when your skin is like pushing everything out. It gets worse before it can get better. Don't know if what I experienced with this product was purging, because I always get hormonal breakouts on my chin. Like you can see, I literally have one here right now. But I did experience a bump or two on my cheek area, which I usually don't break out in those areas. So I'm not sure if that specifically was purging because of the retinol, but just in case it was, you guys know, you guys have been warned. It wasn't horrible, it wasn't the end of the world, and it was definitely worth it because she's empty. Okay, she's empty for a reason. 5 out of 5. Y'all thought she was gone, huh? Y'all really thought. This is the Coola Classic Face SPF. I've gone through so many of these. Too many to even keep track. This is SPF 50. It's a chemical SPF, so it's not going to leave a white cast on your skin. This feels like a moisturizer more than anything. I don't use moisturizer in the morning because I use this guy. If you guys have been watching me for a while, if you guys watch me on Instagram and the TikTok, you will know that I am a Coola stan, and I probably will be a Coola stan until the day I die. So she gets a 6 out of 5. And last but certainly not least, yeah, because it is that serious. It is that serious. This is what's left of the Coco Kind Electrolyte Water Cream. This is so good. Moisturizers is one of those product categories, you guys know, that is very hard to impress me. I feel like a moisturizer just does that. It moisturizes, but there's something about this moisturizer that I just cannot get enough of. I could not put it down. I was using the Tatcha water cream before this, and while I still love the Tatcha water cream, I stopped using the Tatcha water cream so I could use this electrolyte water cream. And honestly, they're kind of dupes. I said it. Electrolyte water cream, the teal, come on. I also absolutely love how it comes in a pump. Anytime that I don't have to dig my grubby little fingers into a jar to get product, I'm a fan. And this is an airless pump, meaning there's no straw that reaches towards the bottom of this product. So that means you're getting every single last drop out of this container. Obviously, she's mangled. Okay, she has seen better days, but her sacrifice was worth it because the skin feels so good. One of the main claims of this is that it's very balancing, and I truly found that to be the case because when I go to bed, sometimes my face feels a little bit greasy, especially in the T-zone because I have an oily combination skin type. However, whenever I use this, it just feels so normal and balanced and just the same all over. Beautiful gel consistency that still is going to deliver that hydration without being too light. 5 out of 5. I feel like this month's empties video was very positive. Love that for me. But I also hate that for me because then I can't talk shit. But that is it for this month's installment. I can't wait until next month. I already know some of the empties that are going to be in next month's video. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.